graduated, like, I'm in debt like something crazy, that's like every other person who went to college, you know what I mean? So I did go that route, but what I will say is, like, I have a hustler mentality. You know what I mean? And me having a hustler's mentality, with you being a real estate agent or involved in the real estate world, you make your own schedule. You don't have a boss for real. You don't answer to anybody. If you're going to work hard to go get the money's going to come to you. I have an issue with somebody saying, you can't take vacation because we need you here for this. And I again, like I said, I do have a full-time job too, so I'm not trying to discourage anybody from working, but I have the mentality to where I want to be able to be free to make decisions how I want to, make money how I want to, and spend money how I want to. And real estate affords me that freedom if I'm able to, make enough deals. But you just got to put forth the effort. You got to do the work for real. But it definitely, it pays for itself. And like I said, anybody who's 18 or older or about to graduate, like, even if you're going to college, if you're going to college in Pennsylvania, get your license. Just in case you might be walking down the street in campus, you see a house, and you know what, I wonder if I can sell that. Your license is still active, so you can just make money just because you have a broker to make deals. Like, it's up to you. Don't have to work a schedule like I'm clocking in. There's no clocking in or none of that. So, like, it's been great for me, and I'm just getting started. I've been an agent. It'll be a year in January. And it's difficult at first, but once you start get going and people get popular, people know your name. Now people are calling, oh, you're the real estate guy. Yeah, I am. I want to buy a house. And you just go from there. You just got to know how to talk to people for real. So, I mean, I don't know. I've seen a couple of different hands go up when I start throwing numbers around when you're talking about money. But also, go ahead.
Is the $1,000 deal, is that just a one-shot deal, or is it every year you have to do that $1,000 deal?
That's every year. It's an annual.
So every year you have to give them 1,000, and that's, what's it actually called?
It's called the Greater Erie Board of Realtors.
Yeah.
So in Erie, Pennsylvania, the G Board, they give you access to the MLS listing site to where anybody who lists a house in this area, you have access to all of the information.
All right, so it's 1,000 a year.
Right.
So it's kind of like Zillow, but you pay them.
Yeah, but you inside of Zillow. It's like Zillow times 10.
Yeah.
Because Zillow is more, anybody can get it. This is more specific to real estate agents and real property.
You know Erica Ross?
Erica Ross. No, who is that?
Ross.
Erica Ross. No, who is that? Is she a real estate agent around here?
I just looked up like listings and brokers. You know Eric Scott.
Eric, what brokers do they work at though? See, I work at Joe Herbert Realty. So it's different brokerages. It's Howard Hanna, it's Remax, Keller Williams. Like, it's a bunch of different places where you can work at. And like I said, since it's freelance work, so if you're an agent, you can move how you want to. Hey, my man, right here, sitting in front of the camera. What y'all talking about? Like, I need to, like, I respect y'all. I be coming to y'all games. I cheer for y'all, root for y'all. You definitely will give me the same respect I give you. So, you know what I mean? Y'all can wait for the conversation. Wait till I leave the room. But yeah, no, when it comes to different brokerages, like, you can sign with whoever for real. And just go to get money from there. But then on top of that, if you aren't interested in real estate, that's all fine and dandy with me. But I would be interested to know, like, do you all have even an idea of what you want to do once you complete this school? And if you don't, that's fine. But it's not okay to act like you do and you really don't. Like, does anybody have like a solid plan as far as once you leave it, if it's college, if it's work, if it's going to a shop, like, does anybody have an actual idea or a plan of what they're gonna do? You do what you got going on.
I'm trying to I'm taking sports medicine classes right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to become an athletic trainer.
Okay. I seen a hand go up. What you got going on?
I want to go to school for journalism.
Journalism. Interesting. Why journalism?
I just like writing.
Okay. You like talking to?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So then outside of that, everybody else is undecided?
You went to college?
Mayo,
I mean, college or
I'm
life-
gonna see your hand up, Mayo.
Life path, whatever. What you got going on back there in the corner?
Real estate,
Real estate?
culinary, and football.
Okay. All right. And you got something going on back there?
Yeah.
What you got?
I want to go to school for football though, but if that don't work out,
You gotta
I
take
get my
it.
master's in business.
Okay. All right. The reason why I asked that question, and I said, like, it's okay if you don't know, because I've been in everybody's position here at one point in time in my life. Like, I was good at school as far as getting grades and stuff like that, but I definitely had a temper problem. I felt like I was the man. I didn't want to listen to nobody. I thought I knew it all. Like, it's teachers who used to drag me up and down. So, like, back in the day, the teachers used to be able to, like, the auto body teacher, they used to be able to let us know what it was. So, like, I definitely understand the struggle of being a young man and not knowing what you want to do. But what I will say is, don't be afraid because you don't know, because you have the opportunity to learn. But don't do the knucklehead stuff trying to learn. You know what I mean? Like, take advantage of your imagination. Take advantage of your youth. Take advantage of any opportunity. Like, if somebody says, hey, I want to come talk to y'all about something, even though you might think it's corny, like, I'm telling you, as I grew into a man, I realized there were certain people who came in this hallway who came to talk to me where I wrote them off because they didn't look like me, because they didn't dress like me, because they didn't listen to my music. And then as I got older and I developed into a man, I'm like, dang, man, you know what's crazy? I should have listened to, you know what I mean? I should have listened to him. I should have listened to Mr. Schwab. You know, Mr. Schwab was always in the hallway telling me what to do, what not to do. I should have listened to G, you know what I mean? G dropping all these gems on me. But at the time where I'm sitting, where y'all sitting, I ain't gonna hold you, I knew it all. I was worried about the girls, and then I had a car and I had a job, so I was making up my own money. And like I said, as I developed into a man, I wish if somebody took the time and opportunity to talk to me, even if I thought that they was corny, I at least gave them 5 minutes to listen, because there are people who changed my life in this building. Like, I don't know, y'all know who Mr. DePaulo is, your auditorium is named after him. Like, that man literally changed my life, because I thought, just go to high school. My mom said, once you get the diploma, you cool, you can do what you want to do. He like, yo, you too smart, you won't go to college, like, I believe in you. He poured into me, he let me know, like, my potential, and like, it went to the next level. He didn't look, he was a white man, a little short, heavy set white dude, was always yelling at us, screaming at us for not doing what we were supposed to do, and a lot of people hated him, but had I not listened to him, I don't feel like I would be the man that I am today, and there were times where I didn't want to hear what he had to say. So I'm pretty sure there's people in these hallways, y'all, oh, Mr. Jones, you don't know what he's talking about, you don't know what it's like. Trust me, I get those feelings, and sometimes they don't know. I will keep it 100, they don't know. But they care enough to say something. And I think that, like, as young men developing into men, they need to start acknowledging that sometimes people are talking to me, they might not know, but they're at least making an attempt to say something, because I guarantee all of us don't spend as much time with these 3 people that we do with our own parents. And I'm not putting nobody parent on the spot. I was a victim of that. Like, mom worked all the time, my dad didn't see me too often, so like the auto body teacher, I spent more time with that man than I did my dad. The English teacher, spent more time with him than the principals. I spent more time with some people in the schools than I spent with my own family, and like, they legitimately loved me. They didn't know how to love me, they didn't understand how to love me, they gave me the best that I could, and me being so young and thinking I knew it all, I didn't do nothing but get them, excuse my language, my ass to kiss. You know what I mean? So like, that's something that, if I could say that to my younger self sitting here today, I would say, listen to the people who I don't think love me or like me or don't look like me or don't agree with me. My man, in the back corner.
I have a question. At what age did you say first like house and stuff? And how long did it take?
My first, okay, so like I said, age-wise, I'm 36. I got my real estate license last year. It took me 4 months, 5 months, 5 months to close on the deal and buy. But remember I told you, I work a full-time job. And I work in the prison. You can't take a phone in the prison, and then I get an hour lunch break, but it's 30-minute drive. So if somebody want to see a house, you can take somebody in the house in 25 minutes, walk them through it. If they want to buy it, the rest of the stuff you can do on a computer or on your phone. But me, I'm in the jail. So say you call me like, yo, bro, I need to see this house at 9:30 in the morning. I can't get out the jail. But if he's an agent, and he ain't working in no jail, and you call him, and he get you there at 9:30, he get him there at 11:15, and everybody's seeing the property. So like, it took me longer than I think that would take the person with the type of mentality. Like, I'm a go-getter, fam. Like, I work hard. Like, nobody stop. Like, I got the Kobe mentality. Like, I'm gonna outwork everybody. So if I had the time that I needed to be a successful real estate agent with the tools that I have and the work ethic and the drive that I have, like, I think I would have been able to close five houses in 5 months. I think I would. I think I can do a deal a month without a job. But that's just me. That may not. I got 8 kids too, so I have to work. Like, there's no don't go get no money for me. Like, there's no sit down and wait for the check to come. Like, I've got to go get it. So if I ain't at work, I'm doing real estate. If I ain't doing real estate, I'm cutting grass. Y'all probably see me and was like, this dude look a mess. There's days where I look like trash. There's days where I put a suit on. There's days where I put a sweatsuit on. Like, I do what I got to do to get the bag, you know what I mean? But if I have more time to focus on certain things, I would be able to kill it. And while all y'all still have the opportunity to be young and enjoy your youth and take advantage of your imagination, like, go get whatever bag you want to get. Do it scared. Use your imagination. Don't be afraid to fail. And don't let nobody tell you your idea is dumb. Because, like I said, I grew up in this school. Like, there's probably places and corners in this school that I can take y'all to that y'all have never seen before. You know what I mean? Like, I ran through this school. We used to, yes, like, so, you know what I mean? I was a knucklehead at one point in time to where, like, I had people around me who could have pushed me in the right direction, and I had people around me who could have pulled me in the wrong direction. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to make a decision of which way you're going to go. Like, nobody's going to be able to change your mind of being tough or cool or hard or being smart and solid and nerdy or whatever. It's all going to be up to you. And, like, you all, like, need to make that decision now for yourself and kind of figure out who you're going to hang with, who you're going to chill with, what kind of stuff you're going to be entertaining with, reading, writing, all of that. Because Like y'all all young men, and the world is not, it's gonna be sensitive to you, it's not gonna coddle you. And it's unfortunate that you have to say that, but the most fortunate part about that is what you have in the knowledge, you have the opportunity to do something about it. So y'all can wait for a bad thing to happen to you and boo-hoo about it, or you can realize and understand that if I don't get my, my shit together, something bad is gonna happen to me, so let me prevent that, and we all know it's gonna come. Like, you know, look at me. Like, I would just use myself for an example. I work in a women's prison. It's in Cambridge Springs. You all know there's trees and hills and cornfields and all of that. So when I go to the gas station, I'm dressed like this to work, and I go in there with some green Yeezys on and a hat and Versace glasses and all, and these people who got suspenders on and all, how do you think they look? Like, how do I look to y'all? You know what I mean? So, but I already know that, so I don't say who the world treats me because how I look. I know I look different, so I have the advantage because I have the knowledge and I'm gonna utilize it. So I know when I step, I gotta step harder. I love the challenge, so I'm gonna be twice as smart. So when you look at me and be like, oh, look at this thug, you know, and I break down and I can write a whole essay or dissertation on anything, or you ask me a question to try to insult my intelligence, I can school you on something like that. Feels good to me because I know you looked at me and you thought I was a sucker. You know what I mean? So even like, you know, anybody get any confrontation and somebody think you a chump, so they feel like they just want to chump you. Like, it's the same kind of feeling on a successful tip. When somebody looks at you as a young man, young black man, young white man, whatever it is, whatever your demographic is or you struggle with, and somebody looks at you and feel like you can't do it or you can't succeed, and you just punch them in the mouth, but smile like successfully, and you know, I can pull my valid, what's it, a man purse, and I pull my MacBook out, then I pull my other computer out, and I get to typing stuff and pulling business cards out. People looking at me, and I tell people this all the time. Look at this.